Yet another muscular female character was added to Marvel Rivals' roster, and as always, the internet had a pretty normal reaction to it.
What the hell? Oh my god, no way.
Like, imagine just waking up and seeing the word Muscle Mummy Angela and Super Saiyan Daredevil as the top trending results and not knowing what is going on. But anyways, seeing how Angela's design is making the internet bark like there's no tomorrow, I thought it was a good time to talk about the history of muscular female characters in the superhero genre. You see, it all started with Jack Kirby seeing of a famous singer and realizing a combination of her body and his own wife's looks would go hard, so he created the character Big Barda. This wasn't the first time that idea came to his head, since he was already experimenting with the idea of muscular female characters back in 1962 when he created Elizabeth Ross. Even though her character wasn't well received at the time, in 1979 Stanley realized the potentials a female Hulk could have and created She-Hulk. Now She-Hulk back then was basically an AI anime waifu by today's standards. Like, I'm not joking, she was breaking the fourth wall constantly to make you feel like she was talking to you, she was hot and not afraid to show a little skin, and she was actually funny in an era where all superheroes had to be stoic and serious. After the introduction of She-Hulk and Big Barda, the hype around these characters got so much that it got to a point where Marvel and DC were introducing like 10 muscle mummies each week. They also had to change costumes for well-known characters like Sue Storm or Wonder Woman to show us more of their ab muscles. Even lesser-known companies like Dynamite Entertainment were making a name for themselves by glorifying this genre and making their own muscular characters. For example, Arrow's comic took it a step further and had a fitness model with the name of Julie Strain pose for their comics. And Chaos Comics decided to make a story around the wrestler with really perverted shots, I might add. But fast forward a couple of years, and for the life of me, I don't know when this happened, but suddenly some writers came along and demanded a change in how muscular female characters should look, so we got these instead. She-Hulk was even ashamed of how she used to look like, saying that she prefers the ugly version of herself and even wore shirts with the words "no fun" written on it. This was mainly to shift focus from eye candy-like characters onto more, I guess, realistic body standards, which I don't think worked well for them. Especially since we had dudes as hot as Nightwing going full-on fan service mode on us. But then again, shout out to Marvel Rivals for single-handedly bringing us back to the glory days. As always, I'm curious to know what you guys think of these characters. Please let me know in the comments below, like and subscribe to all the good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.